I have a lot of friends with the Titan organization. I know the coaches. Now, that doesn't mean I'm talking to anybody. I have not. I don't have not had any conversations with respect to what are they going to do, considering where they are. I mean, I have my own thoughts on what the options are, but and where they can be, what's going on in their draft room right now. But as far as the big picture, no, I haven't stayed up with anything other than the quarterbacks, and the one that everybody's talking to is Cam. What a great story. Incarnate Washington State, and now all of a sudden, now the question and I've heard, and you've heard, and there's talk that this is not an exceptionally strong year for quarterbacks, but that doesn't mean to say that Cam's not the guy that the Titans are eyeballing. There's a lot of information that goes around, and I've been on both sides of that. I've been on the side of where I've traded out to somebody that wanted to go ahead of us to draft an elite quarterback that was in their mind, and that was RG3. When we did the trade with Washington when I was with the Rams, and then of course we went the other way. We got up to number one, and then we decided, between Carson Wentz and Jared Goff, and so I've been on both sides of that and what it takes. I can speak that if you got a good trading partner and there's somebody there that they want, you can turn the corner real quickly by acquiring high picks over the next couple of years, and set yourselves up to win for a long time. Is provided that you got a trading partner. If you don't have a trading partner, then things sometimes come down to the end, and you end up either trading back because you got a different position you're eyeballing, or you take the guy that you like. But you have to be careful about convincing yourself that you really, really like this player at that pick. And the projections and this and all the research and everything that's done will all fall into it. And we've had inch thick books of different quarterbacks over the years that we knew what they were doing in elementary school. So you got to be careful about getting too much information and fall in love with somebody that's not the answer to your problems.
So that all being said, I mean, just given what you know about Tennessee or Tennessee program and little that you know about the players, is there a route that you would suggest right now? It sounds like if they have a good trading partner, is that what you would go with right now, or what do you think?
Well, if I would say my advice is if you like a quarterback at one, take him. Just take him and make sure that obviously that's a franchise pick and have a plan to develop him. If you don't, then listen to what your options are as far as trading out of that first pick. Somebody may go up and look at a different position. And obviously, there's one out in Colorado that's a pretty good player that I understand is gotten a lot of attention. But the thing is, here's when you do go down, you need to have a plan, because if you drop down three or four picks, then you got to be happy with you know at least two players that are going to be available, and then what you get from a compensation standpoint. So it's complicated, but I would think by this point that the Titans know exactly what they're doing, and they're keeping their information close to the vest, and they're doing research. And you can't rule out even the possibility of them potentially finding a trading partner with a quarterback, potentially a quarterback that may be on the backside of his career, that could win you a division to get you in the playoffs in year one, or looking at a rising backup that's available just to trade back and pick up another position. So a lot of options.